What's up, guys? What's going on? We got another XRP video for you today, and we're gonna be talking about Groks' most bullish price prediction for 2025. Let's get into this. All right, here we go. The most bullish price prediction for XRP: a perfect storm before 2026. XRP, the digital asset created by Ripple Labs, has long been a favorite among cryptocurrency enthusiasts for its focus on revolutionizing cross-border payments. Unlike Bitcoin, which is often seen as digital gold, XRP is designed to act like a bridge currency, enabling fast and cheap transfers between different fiat currencies. As of September 2025, XRP is trading around $2.80, showing resilience amid market fluctuations. But what if everything goes perfectly for XRP in the coming months? Imagine a world where regulatory hurdles vanish, adoption skyrockets, and the global economy embraces it fully. In this essay, we'll explore the most optimistic scenario for XRP and estimate a bullish price prediction before 2026. This isn't financial advice, just an analysis of what could happen if all stars align. To understand this bullish case, let's start with XRP's current challenges and opportunities. Ripple has been locked in a high-profile lawsuit with the U.S. SEC since 2020, accusing the company of selling unregistered securities. The legal battle has capped XRP's growth, limiting its listings on major exchanges and scaring off some institutional investors. However, recent developments suggest a resolution could be near, especially with shifting political winds favoring crypto-friendly policies. So the SEC case has ended, so I don't know why it thinks it hasn't, but anyway, let's keep going. Says in a perfect world, the SEC case ends with a complete victory for Ripple by early 2025, classifying XRP as not a security. So yeah, it's already been classified as not a security, and court case is done. This would unlock U.S. market access, leading to relistings on platforms like Coinbase, which it has been a long time ago, and potential ETF approvals, which could be coming soon. Such clarity could trigger a massive influx of capital, similar to how Bitcoin surged after its ETF greenlight. Beyond regulation, adoption is key. XRP powers RippleNet, a network that allows banks and payment providers to settle transactions in seconds, compared to days with traditional systems like SWIFT. Currently, over 300 financial institutions use Ripple's tech, but XRP's usage is limited due to regulatory uncertainty. In our ideal scenario post-SEC win, which has already happened, major banks worldwide integrate XRP and MASC. I don't know what is that word. Picture giants like JP Morgan, Santander, and even central banks adopting it for cross-border remittances. The global cross-border payments market is exploding, projecting to hit $250 trillion annually by 2027, driven by e-commerce and migration. If XRP captures just 25% of a $10 trillion slice of this market, a conservative estimate in a perfect rollout, its utility-driven demand could push prices sky high. And fuel to the fire, the broader crypto market enters a super bull cycle. By late 2025, Bitcoin could surpass 200K post-halving, pulling altcoins like XRP along for the ride. Economic factors play into inflation, Geopolitical tensions and a shift away from the US dollar encourage countries to use neutral assets like XRP for international trade. Imagine BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, piloting XRP-based systems to bypass SWIFT, reducing reliance on Western infrastructure. Technological upgrades such as Ripple's automated market maker on the XRP ledger enhance liquidity and DeFi integration, attracting more developers and users. Now let's dive into the numbers. Price predictions vary wildly, but in bullish forecasts, experts see XRP hitting $5 to $15 by the end of 2025 if adoption ramps up. Some go higher. One analyst suggests $5.05 by 2025's close, with long-term targets of $26.50 by 2030. But the most bullish case, where everything falls perfectly into place, we need to think bigger. Consider the economics of XRP's supply and demand. There's about 100 billion XRP tokens in total, with roughly 55 billion in circulation. If XRP becomes the standard for cross-border payments, handling even 14% of SWIFT's 150 trillion annual volume, prices could exceed $10. Ramp that up to full dominance in a hyper-adoption scenario. In this utopia, XRP captures 50% of a accelerated $200 trillion cross-border market by 2025, thanks to global partnerships and tech superiority, using the velocity of money formula, where price equals transaction volume divided by velocity times supply. We can model extremes. Velocity measures how often tokens change hands and payments. It's typically low, say 5 to 10 times per year. Because institutions hold XRP for liquidity pools, if volume is 100 trillion, 50% share, velocity is 5, and supply is 55 billion, the implied value locked in XRP is $20 trillion. That translates to a price of about $363 per XRP. But push it further, for absolute most bullish estimate, assuming velocity drops to 1, tokens held longer due to staking or scarcity, and XRP snags 100% market share in the world where traditional systems collapse under inefficiency, with projected volumes hitting 300 trillion by 2030, but accelerated to 2025 via perfect conditions. This math gets wild. Value lock could reach $300 trillion, leading a price over $5,000. However, that's unrealistic. Global GDP is only 100 trillion and market caps rarely exceed that. More grounded extreme predictions from analysts $100 by 2026, or even $500 by 2030 if XRP disrupts finance entirely. Memes like the 589 target from old riddles and hype, but they're speculative. As Groks' most bullish prediction, if everything happens perfectly, full regulatory wins, universal bank adoption, a crypto mega bull run, and XRP becoming the backbone of global finance, is $500 per XRP by the end of 2025. That is the prediction. Wow. So $500 is the most bullish prediction. $500 per XRP by the end of the year. That's crazy. This would give XRP a market cap of around 27.5 trillion, surpassing today's entire crypto market, but plausible in a transformed economy where digital assets handle trillions daily. For context, if XRP processes just 25% of cross-border flows, With low velocity, prices could hit $200 to $300. Even conservative bulls see $80 if major banks fully integrate. Of course, this is the rosiest picture. Risks remain competition from stablecoins like USDC, regulatory backslides, or market crashes. Crypto is volatile, and past performance. XRP's all-time high was $3.84 in 2018. Doesn't guarantee future gains. Yet, in a perfect alignment, XRP could redefine money movement, rewarding early believers handsomely. In conclusion, XRP's path to glory hinges on utility over hype. If the pieces fall into place, clear rules, widespread use, and market momentum, the token could soar to $500 before 2026, turning it from a payments underdog to a financial titan. Whether that happens depends on real-world progress, but the potential is undeniably exciting. Keep an eye on developments. The next few months could be transformative. I think that's pretty good. So yeah, Groks' most bullish prediction for XRP is $500 by the end of the year. I really like that. But what do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. And also be sure to check out my sponsors. I got the banner rotating at the top there telling you about all the deals. Link is down in the description. It's that simple.bio link. You guys can get free crypto on deposit. All you gotta do is deposit a very small amount, like $20, $30 or $100 on Uphold, and then you get free crypto. Like if you deposit on I think Coinbase, you get $30. I think if you deposit 20 and deposit 100 on Uphold, you get 20. There's also deals on BTC and BitTrue where you can get a deposit bonus also on your deposit, and there's like leverage trading bonuses also, I believe, on BTCC and BitTrue. So check it out, guys. And maybe you want to get a Ledger hardware wallet. This is a good way to secure your crypto. Don't keep your crypto on exchanges. If you have a lot, I would recommend getting a Ledger hardware wallet. Of course, nothing in this video was financial advice. I hope you guys will smash up that like button, share out this video with your friends, and like I said, comment down below. Also, if you guys want to participate in a $100 weekly giveaway, you can check out the details at sanaall.net. You will get the directions on how to participate. Basically, by supporting my YouTube channels and my Twitch, you can get entries every week for a weekly $100 giveaway. Check it out, sanaall.net. I appreciate y'all very much. Smash like, subscribe, and peace out till next time.